Hey all. It's alive. Hey, almost back in action. But I chose a tune that doesn't require a lot of strumming action, because still not quite at the point where I could do Pinball Wizard. But getting back on track. So let's go through the appropriately titled Long and Winding Road, which is a good description of the recovery from rotator cuff surgery. This Long and Winding Road, with this new Beatles Get Back, Let It Be movie, documentary, whatever it is. There's a lot of hype about the Let It Be album, which the finished album I'm not a big fan of. The one that finally came out. That stripped down version that they released, I don't know, what was that 15, 20 years ago? I much prefer that one, which is a lot more in keeping with the band, especially Paul, their original version. And some guy, every time I say something positive about Paul, someone calls me a Paul McCartney fanboy. If that's supposed to be an insult, bring it on, because I do adore Paul, so we'll leave it at that. Long and Winding Road. You're in standard tuning. If you listen to the final one, either version, it's easier to hear what George is doing on the that stripped down one without the strings and the chorus, the choir, and all that. There is a guitar part. It sounds like he's sort of laying back, and is a very minimalist part. We're going to do one that works as playing all the way through, as if you were, playing solo or something. So this is a guitar part that will get you by. So it doesn't start with that first chord. The long and winding road. It doesn't start with the C sharp, the C minor, but that's what the first chord would be. So the piano really starts it. But the long and winding road. It's an A flat. Right. So it starts on a C minor. Long and winding road. E flat. So this is a very Beatle-y chord shape that they use a lot. You take a D, add that D string at the 4th fret, and then move it up a fret. You can see pictures of George during the Let It Be sessions playing that Rosewood Telecaster, and you'll see him doing that chord. This is the song he's working on. The interesting thing here, though, just as a little side note, just in terms of how you think about chords and how the song would have been written on a piano like Paul wrote it. If you take this E flat, and then you do a C minor 7, and just do those same strings, they're identical. Just a clever bit of songcraft for Paul. So you do this. Winding road, E flat to your door. Back to that chord again, the A flat. Back to G minor. A flat to G minor. Disappear. C minor. Now you're gonna go to F minor. Waiting for B flat. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. A lot of chords going on there. Long and winding C minor. A flat to E flat. Back to A flat. To G minor. After a pool of tears. G minor to C minor. Now you're going to go F minor. B flat. Wait for the day. So that's that E flat, but you can't do it like that because you're going to need your pinky to do it. So just suspend it like you do a D. A flat has learned and never G minor disappear. Same thing you did before, F minor. B flat. You can do it like that. Away. the wild and windy, C minor and windy night. The rain washed away, same chords, A flat to G minor, C minor, F minor, you go F minor to B flat. That's that. G minor, C minor, F minor. Crying for, let me know the way. Now there's only really the one other part, and many times I've been alone, and that's easy. E flat, many times I've been alone. A flat, and many times G minor I've cried. B flat, suspend, B string. You'll never know the many ways I try. Still they leave me. Right. So the way I would do that is the E flat, many times I've been alone. A flat, and many times G minor, and then I would do that. Instead of doing the full this, which you could do, I'd probably do I just do it as a triad, the D, G, B at 3, right? But suspend up the B, and you're back into it. And still they lead me back. The second time through, instead of going back through it again, the whole sequence would be many times I've been alone. A flat to G minor. Many times suspend at B flat. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I try. So this time, still they lead me. So it goes back and starts on a C minor again. Still they lead me back to the Lord. So C minor, A flat, and it ends on the E flat. That's it, no solo or anything. I mean, you could do a little, embellish the chords and do a little arpeggiating if you want. But if you listen to the, there is an isolated track. It doesn't. There's not a lot of guitar on this tune to begin with. The studio one, the official released one anyway. But you can get a better ear for what George is doing with that. That's it. Hopefully we'll be back into a little bit more rigorous playing very soon. But for now, it's good to be back to where we once belonged. Good luck.